The car that careened into the crowd at South by Southwest. When I heard it, I said, "Wow, that guy must tell himself he's a patriot. He loves America." Because remember recently they had Snowden talking about this and that, and I know most people hold him as a sort of traitor. So that Southwest giving him all this play and this credibility and all that, I felt that probably this guy was sort of protecting America and whatever, and just run to the crowd and kill a couple of them for supporting him. But when the facts came out, I see that basically he was stopped around the corner, and he was suspect of being intoxicated or whatever, driving on the influence, and he just take off. Now it could have been that was good policing work, and perhaps they should have handcuffed him and put him in the car and impound his car. Or whatever, or do a sobriety test. Make sure they do it in such a way that he couldn't run off like that, because he ran off and killed a whole bunch of people. Guy on a motorcycle who was doing journalism with Southwest and all this and so on. Now they're going to charge him with 2 counts of capital murder, and I don't understand that part. No, I'm a law student, but I mean I know that if you've committed a crime, certain prescribed crimes like armed robbery, bank robbery, kidnapping, certain prescribed felonies, and you're being pursued by the cops and you kill anybody, then you could be eligible for capital punishment. You could be executed as such. But whereas it was just the initial charge was driving on the influence. Now, being chased by the police and running from the police, now that maybe goes to a felony. And eluding capture or whatever, I think that's a felony. And so I'm just trying to find out the basis that they could charge him now with capital murder. No, I'm not saying that he intended to kill his people because he hates what Snowden did or whatever. I'm just saying that I thought that was the way it was going. And so I don't understand how it's going to be capital murder. As I said, the initial charge was driving a suspected of driving under the influence or driving while intoxicated. And that escalated, in which he drove off and they're chasing him, and then it becomes a felony of eluding capture, and then he careened off the road. Maybe it's an accident and he killed 2 people, then you could raise the, but as I said, what I learned, and maybe this is California, that the predicate crime has to be certain prescribed felonies, dangerous ones, armed robbery, kidnapping, and so on. So any scholar out there with law, I'm sure, give me a little feedback on this. I'd like to know, was there basis for the capital murder charge?